On the night of my honeymoon, I was in a hotel room with my new husband. He was in the bathroom when someone knocked hard on the door. It was loud and angry. I opened it and saw my husband standing there, furious. Behind him were my dad, my stepmother, and my stepsister. My dad shouted that I had disgraced the family. I was confused. I tried to speak, but no one listened. My husband threw his wedding ring at me and walked away. My dad turned and left. My stepsister smiled and called me a loser. When I got home, my dad handed me divorce papers. My husband had already signed them. My family cut me off. A few days later, I found out the truth. My husband was getting engaged to my stepsister. I was heartbroken. Then my stepsister came to mock me. She told me she had drugged me and another man that night. She had put us in the same hotel room. That's why my husband thought I cheated. I remembered she gave me juice that night. I had no idea it was part of her plan. She had always wanted my husband. And slowly, she got him. She kissed him in front of me. My father gave her all his properties and handed her the documents on her wedding day to my ex-husband. I packed my things and left town. 3 months later, I found out I was pregnant. My boss let me keep my job. She told me, "Your only revenge is to succeed." I gave birth to twin boys. I worked hard, not because I was happy, but because I had to give them a good life. After 3 years, I started my own small business. Life got better. I never told my sons anything bad about their father. I just said he had traveled for work. When they turned 7, they began asking more questions. This time, I couldn't hide the truth or give excuses. So we traveled back to the city. I went to the same hotel and explained everything to the manager. He looked shocked. He asked me to wait. He said a man came there every 3 months, looking for a lady he accidentally slept with 7 years ago. That evening, a tall man, handsome man with eyes that sparkled like stars stepped through the door. He looked exactly like my sons. The moment my kids saw him, they ran to him and hugged him. He broke down in tears. His voice choked with regret. "I'm sorry. I was drugged that night too, and when he woke up, I was gone." Even the hotel waiter who helped drug him was later caught and jailed. He said he had been looking for me ever since. I pointed at the twins, my voice waving. They are the result of that night. The man's eyes filled with tears as he cradled them in his arms, realizing the bond they shared. When I returned to the room, all I found was a blood-stained bedsheet. I've spent years searching for the girl who deserved so much better. He introduced himself as Chidi, the CEO of Zeno Company. He took us to his house. It was a large home. I also learned his elder brother was the newly elected governor of the state. He introduced us to his staff and told them to treat us like family. For the first time, my kids smiled and laughed freely, believing they would never be called bastards again. Overflowing with gifts, toys, clothes, and jewelry, Chidi's kindness enveloped them like a warm embrace. Days passed swiftly. One evening, Chidi took a deep breath, kneeling once more with eyes filled with adoration. "Ada, will you marry me?" he asked. I didn't know what to say. But when I saw my kid smiling, "Yes," I whispered, blushing with happiness. We went to my father's house for introduction. My dad and stepmother were shocked to find the governor among his guests. My dad asked Chidi if he knew about my past. He said yes, and that he was the man who was drugged that night, and the father of my twins. My stepmother and stepsister stood there, speechless. I looked at them and said nothing. Life had already answered them for me.